Hey, welcome to Grandpa and the Smart Arrows. Yipper, we had quite a day today. Uh, hey, please don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice. I am not a financial planner. And if you would, like, share, and subscribe. And that liking Grandpa makes Grandpa happy. So we had a death cross today, and I'm going to show it to you as we go along here. Matter of fact, we had two death crosses, one in the 5 minute and one in the 15 minute. And if you watch my last five live streams, or even the one previous to this one, you'd know that death cross or golden cross is far as I can tell, in Tesla, is good for a minimum of $2.50 and as much as $12. And the death cross we got today in the 5 minute was $12.70. $12.70 death cross. So it might be worth knowing about because a death cross appears in the 5 minute chart that I put on my live stream all the time very often, or golden cross, one or the other, quite several times a week usually. So yesterday we had a golden cross and it was good for $4 and so on. So that's all I can tell you about that. So I will show you in the 5 minute chart at where the 50 moving average crosses through the 200 moving average coming down from the top side, and where it hits. That's 222.90. Okay, and we had a low of 210.32. So $12.70 to the bottom with that death cross. And before I quit streaming at noon, I said in my last live stream that we were very likely going to be getting death cross in the 15 minute chart, which is a stronger chart than the 5 minute chart because it's a bigger time frame. And right here you see the blue coming down, and it crossed right at approximately 222, right about 222. And both of these death crosses are still in play. They're not even dead yet. They're they're probably dead, but it until it makes a golden cross, it's still prevalent. As I think that's a word. I'll take you back in time slowly to yesterday. Keep your eye on the 50 and the 200 moving average as we move back in this 5 minute chart, because that's the one that I put my arrows on. My smart arrows come up on this 5 minute chart. They come. Problem I got is they come up on all my charts as they come up on the 5. Here's where Grandpa entered. At 2:15 a.m. at 2:25, I entered short here and took the ride down. Only mistake I made is by accidental. I ended up exiting some at 2:15.90 because I thought it was 2:15 even, and I wanted to just take some profits. And oh man, poor Grandpa. Okay, so anyway, we're watching this death cross here. They haven't crossed. The blue is away from the yellow. You can see that as we move along in time. We're moving along in time. She's running about an inch apart here, and right here, yesterday, you got the blue line, which is the 50, and you have the yellow dotted line, which is the 200, and they hit right there, and up here, it gave us $3 and something, but as it played out by the after hours, it literally dropped down and somewhere in here and ended up giving us so that or it spiked up, I mean, and so you could have ended up with about $4 out of the deal, a little over $4 on that golden cross, if you would have let it play out to the extreme, but yeah, there's your death cross right there at 222.90, and in the 15 minute, it's right on this white line on the 15 minute with at 222. So can we dip more than $12.70? Absolutely, we can. When Grandpa says that you usually get $12.50 to, or I mean $2.50 on a death cross. That's the minimum. I've never seen less than $2.50 on a golden cross or a death cross on Tesla, going back in time, just in my research, So we had a high today at 224.80, but I got in short pre-market, so I snagged 20 cents there. And we had a low of 210.32. After hours so far, the low is 210.19, and we're bouncing upward. We're currently at 211.76, 211.80 after hours. She's trying to make a run in the 2-minute chart up. And do I know where it's going to go? No, but my arrows know. And let's go through what my arrows told us to do today. That I think that would be something you might want to know. What Grandpa's smart arrow said today. What did they tell you to do? Well, right here, they told Grandpa to sell, and so I did. I went short. There was no reason to change it. No reason to change it. We after these three indecision candles, we got another sell signal, which even strengthened the telling you, hey, this bus is going down. Now look here at these indecision candles, and that my arrows did not get faked out by them. Okay, and see, the advantage that I'm doing when I'm watching my 5-minute chart is I'm also watching a 2-minute chart at the same time, and a 15-minute and a 30-minute. And I will show you this area right here, that green arrow right there, which you would have had to get out of your position at around 216 and get back in short again, or you're going to lose $6 of the run, okay? But what Grandpa is doing during that period of time, remember that green arrow, because it's, and that green arrow is 216.11 to 217.80, so it's $1.70 move. That's a substantial, real move in any market. But Grandpa's 30-minute that I watch, see that green arrow? That's where that green arrow was on that 5-minute chart. And then here's where the buyback showed up to get you going short again in the 5-minute chart. However, in the 30-minute chart, there's nothing but red. From here in the 30-minute chart, right on across. And here's where Grandpa entered on the 30-minute chart is right here, okay? But on the 5-minute chart, it was a sell signal. And in this chart, it was still running in a buy signal, so it was misdirection in that way. But regardless, once that run started in the 30-minute, you would have got the sell signal at, if I would have been playing the 30-minute chart, I would have got in at 224.50 instead of 225. So I would have lost 50 cents going short. Okay? But it would have still gave me the right direction. Although I would have had a misdirection back here and probably lost 50 cents on that up trade and then had to switch position and go short. But it would still been a $12 moneymaker for the day, you know. So that's nice. So yeah, we got not just one death cross today, we got two of them. And the arrows, they performed absolutely beautiful. If you went with these arrows 100% today, what's on my arrows are not moving average arrows. You got to understand that. I do not have moving average arrows. They're based on the Japanese Heikin ASHI reverse engulfing method. And that's how my arrows are, why they're smart. They're Japanese arrows. That's and they can talk, but I'm teaching them English. You know, Grandpa teaches them English, and they speak Japanese really well, and I'm learning Japanese now. But anyway, all kidding aside, if you did every buy and sell throughout the day, well, we only had to buy and get back in deal here. If you went with every arrow throughout the whole day that I have on my chart here, you would have made your $12, and you'd have made over $12 going down. That's the bottom line. However, Grandpa quit streaming at noon, so on this green arrow, I quit streaming because Grandpa needed a nap. And I just went to sleep and left what I had left to go short and woke up. But they should have named me Richard because I just get Richard and Richard and Richard. Okay, so I got a chat here, and he wants to know if we're gonna go down tomorrow. I don't know yet. I'll probably do another live stream in an hour or so, and research where I think we're gonna open and blah blah blah. But that really isn't my game anyway. Where I can help you the most, and I do it absolutely free. So where I can help you, I think, is with my arrows in the first couple of hours of trading, okay? And because usually this is a rare day, probably happens once every 3 to 5 months where you have a run that runs down or runs up for the whole day. Okay, and so usually 9:15 to 11:30, 11:15, 11:30. You after 10:30, it almost always starts just moving sideways, and you can lose your tail. Even as good as these arrows are, if you're in a sideways market, you're not going to make. First of all, you're not going to make money, and second of all, you're more than likely going to lose money. So why trade it? And that's just the way it is. So if you can get the direction of the market right in the beginning of the day, and sure, very often they'll give you misdirection and then the right direction. The other day was just. Let me go back to the previous day. It was just atrocious. I wasn't happy all day long because it was so choppy. I mean, we started out with 3 indecision candles. Okay, just nasty. Okay, and we had a buy signal prior to the open. That was wonderful. Went up. Then we got this garbage, but then she went up, but it came to here, and we got our sell signal on almost a $4 red candle. And by the time you got out of that thing, you were lucky if you made $1 on going up, unless you had the potential to make far more than that. If you sold 220.80 to 224.80, so you had the potential to make $4, but in reality, if you followed the arrows, you probably only made about $1. And then just choppy trade from the 10:30 mark on, just not conducive. Even on this arrow down to that arrow, you probably made another $1, and that's fine. Pick your dollars. So the whole day was not a great moneymaker. Was the $2 deal, but today was a $12 deal, and that was fun. That. Grandpa had fun today. Grandma didn't have so much fun because she went. She sets it on her phone where she's gonna buy in, and she wanted to know last night. We had the dominant trend last night was up. Finally, because we had a buy in the daily, we had a buy in the weekly, and we had a buy in the monthly, which gives you the dominant trend up. Well, it didn't last long. We only have a buy in the weekly and the monthly. Now, the daily has already given us a sell signal, obviously, and I went and looked at it and checked it out just to make sure. So the dominant trend now is 100% down again, and I guess I could show you the daily just for the fun of it. Problem I got is my arrows from my stuff is all over top of it, but here's your this arrow here is engulfed into the previous arrow, and you have your red arrow today, and there's your sell signal. And but the arrows are all messed up on here because they're put onto a 5-minute chart and they transfer over. Okay, and now here we did have a golden cross in the daily chart, and but and let's see, what did that golden cross give us? 205, and it went up to 234.50. So it gave us $29. That's pretty good. This golden cross right here gave us a $29 move. And I want to go back to the 5-minute chart because I want to today as it was coming. I pointed out that it was coming in my live stream in advance. I even said what time it was going to hit, 11:15. Right at exactly 11:15, right there, 11:15 a.m. I said back here, because I was calculating how it was coming down, where it was going to hit, and I said this thing's going to hit at 11:15, and I even gave the price at 222.90, and this thing is going to be worth at least $253 up to $12. 7, 8, 9, 10, up to 12. Rarely you see much over 12, and we got 1270. But yeah, we were I was talking about this death cross coming and hitting over here. So there. Okay, well, enough of that. And tomorrow's another day. Golden Cross tomorrow, Jeff says. I better send him a heart. He needs one. Let's see. These emojis. Why do they have them all? I like only hearts. And they got so much stuff on here you can't hardly find your heart that you want. I like to send yellow hearts. That's kind of my thing. Okay, so I'll probably do one later and try to get a handle on where we're going to open, and just do a short one. But hey, think about eternity once in a while. Grandpa does. See you later.